Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be going over the most underrated trick for your progression on jumps on skis, and that's going to be upright spins. Upright spins are more important than learning any other tricks on skis. They're more important than flips and anything else. In today's video, I'm going to go over why you should learn them. So the first reason why you should learn them is they're some of the easiest tricks to learn. 180s, 360s, things like that. They're a lot easier for most people than learning flips. I always tell people that backflips are actually one of the easiest tricks on skis. But the trouble is they're very scary to learn for the first time. The cool thing about upright spins, like 180s, 360s, they're not super scary to try for the first time, and they're not super technically difficult either. On this video to the left here, I'm just doing a 360 with a nose grab. So that's what's cool, is they have a low barrier to entry. Anyone can learn a 180, a 360. They're pretty basic tricks, and they're super easy to learn. The second reason why you should learn upright spins is they're a great foundation for your more advanced tricks, like this video on the right here, this video of me doing a cork 7. A lot of people want to jump straight to the cork or straight to the Misty, straight to the more advanced tricks. The trouble with that is you already need experience in doing the spin. So I learned cork 7s pretty quickly, and I credit how good my cork 7s on. They're one of my best tricks. I credit them to how good my upright spins were. I had really good upright 720s, and that's super important for when you're trying your first off-axis spins. Or for example, if you want to try a Misty 5, if you have really good 540s, that's really going to help. The thing about learning any off-axis trick on skis is spins are involved. So the easiest way to learn that is you build up the base of learning your upright spins first, and then usually some flips as well. So for example, a cork 7 is like a 720 and a backflip combined. Once you learn those two tricks, it's super easy to learn your first cork, your first Misty, whatever the trick is. That's why I always tell people to learn upright spins first. The people who don't learn upright spins always struggle with their corks and learning them for the first time. I'm not saying you can't do it, but the people who learn their upright spins have a much easier time landing their first cork when they get to the more advanced tricks, and it's always going to help you out. So that's why I say learn your upright spins first. They have a really good foundation, and they're also just really easy to learn. That's why you should learn them. And I know some people are like, well, I want to go straight to the cork. I want to learn some of the more advanced stuff, but you have to start a little bit more basic with the upright spins. It's really going to help you out a little bit later down the line. Now, my third reason why you should learn upright spins on skis is because it helps a lot of the jump basics and fundamentals that you need. For example, air awareness, your trick spotting, and counter rotation, learning jump speed. All these things is going to be helped when you learn your upright spins. So on this video on the right here, this is just a video of me doing an upright 720. So we're going to watch this one quickly here. So there's actually kind of a lot that goes into an upright spin. So right on the takeoff here, first of all, I have the right speed for the jump, for the trick I'm doing. Right on the takeoff here, we're doing some counter rotation. So this is super important to learn for when you try your off-axis spins, because you need to generate enough momentum. So we're learning how to do counter rotation. Once I get into the air here, I'm popping off the takeoff. Right here, I'm learning to spot my landing in between my spins. And then again, right here, learning how to spot the landing at the end. Right here, so that's a cool thing about upright spins. You just learn a lot of these basics, like your counter rotation, your trick spotting. You learn how to do the proper speed, and then you learn how to land these tricks as well. So it's just a great base for your more advanced tricks. If you learn upright spins, it's going to make every other trick easier, even things like flips, especially things like off-axis spins, like I talked about earlier. Cork 3s, cork 7s, Misties, whatever it is, it's going to make any trick easier if you already know how to do the upright spins. So that's why I think upright spins are a super underrated trick to learn. And if you're going into the season, you're maybe a bit more beginner or intermediate, you don't know a ton of tricks yet, I definitely recommend that you learn some upright spins this season, and you have goals of learning, maybe your first 180, 360. If you're a little bit more advanced, maybe things like 540 and 720. And the cool thing about it is you can progress pretty quickly. It's not super hard to add an extra 180 or 360 to your spin. Just a basic pencil spin up to like 720 is fairly easy to learn, and they're super fun to progress too. So that's why I think you should learn your upright spins on skis. So that's going to wrap up the video on the most underrated trick for progression on skis. And if you want help with any of the tricks done in this video, something as easy as your first 180s, 360s, or more advanced like upright 720s, I can help you with that in my coaching program, which is the top link in the description. Peace.